Should I read this long one?
Why not?
You gonna summarize it or not?
I don't know if I can summarize. I'll summarize as best as I can. So this one comes from Buzz Light Queer, aka Billy Lotion.
That took me out when I saw it in the email. I wish I didn't see it. I would have been crying.
That's cute. I like that. All right. They write, so I have a minor recurring irritation, and it's more of an inconvenience than anything. I thought I'd deal with it rather than let it be. The doctor prescribed me lotion to help, and I've been Googling and researching, and I found out that the lotion is actually also skin lightening cream. And I am very upset because the doctor told me that if the doctor told me about this side effect, I would have just said no thanks. I can live with a little irritation, and so I didn't use the cream. I'm mad that the doctor overlooked how I might feel about something like this as a person of color. Can you talk a little bit about a time when a medical professional overlooked your race in a situation like this, and how you handled it, or how you think a situation like this should be handled? Thanks. Ooh, that's some serious. First of all, yeah, I would like you to tell me whether or not, and my skin can like I'm trying to weigh it on whether it was just a honest forgetfulness part on a part of the doctor, or was it something more? Like I never wanted to make it something more, but I'm just like, why would you not share that? Because I thought as a doctor, you have to share things like that and then give the patient a choice about whether or not they want to use it.
Right.
I recently had a bit of an irritation myself, and I went to the doctor and they gave me some cream for it, and they were like, put this on for 4 weeks, and then they're like, your skin is going to be lighter there for a minute, and then it'll return to its normal color.
Okay, well, that's nothing.
But it was one of the things, when you use it and then you see your skin being so much lighter, you're like, whoa, but it was like before you had irritation there, so it's like, and then you use it in the irritation drawing, but now your skin is lighter. So you're like worried, how much does this doctor really know? It was a white dermatologist. Does he know about black skin? So I fully understand, where this writer is coming from. And that's a tough one. And I've also had that issue with just like dealing with relatives and them going through illnesses and me having to talk to doctors and doctors, not knowing enough about African Americans or just in general, not understanding things. So, yeah, that's very tough. I mean, in general, dealing with doctors and modern medicine is one of those things where you have to really, at least what I always think, my advice is make sure the people you're dealing with know that you're a human being or whoever you're talking about is a human being. Because they deal with so many people day in, day out that it can sometimes, especially for bad doctors, it becomes a mechanical thing to them where they don't look at people as people. So you really want to make sure that they know. That's what especially with my relatives, because I've had a lot of, health issues with people very close to me. And so because of that, I've had to learn how I'm talking to doctors, because I've got to the point where I wanted to be angry and stuff with them for the way they were acting, but I realized that's not going to get me anywhere. So I just had to be like, okay, let me just explain to this person why they're, so important to me, why this person is so important, and I need it to be explained to me in clear steps in very easy layman terms about what's going on here.
I'd also add, if you don't feel like your doctor is doing right by you, go find another doctor.
Hell yeah.
That was the way I had to forcibly be removed from using my pediatrician, because I think I was using my pediatrician until I was like 20. I'm just like, yo,
your pediatrician isn't like, yo, you're a little too old to be coming here, fam.
Right.
Yeah, I love my pediatrician. I feel you, bro.
I'm in there. Funny enough, at one point I had the same doctor as Salt from Salt and Pepper's kid. So it's me, and Salt, and the kid. It's a whole bunch of kids. There's mad coloring books around. And I had a come to Jesus moment, like, maybe I need a grown up doctor now. But I go to him and I go for like something like an irritation. And I was like, yo, do you know what it is? Because I shatter the stigma of Black men being scared of doctors. Oh no, I see anything. Yo, what is this? Yo, I need to know. Let's get the treatment. If I need treatment, let's get it going. So I went to him with something. I think I had like something on my hand or a rash or whatever. I go, yo, well, what is this? Man's really looked at me in my face and said, yo, what did he say? He said, like, you're overthinking it or you're paranoid. That's what he said. You're paranoid.
He tried to call you a hypochondriac.
No. He called me
you're paranoid.
He called me paranoid. And I said, heard you. He never saw me again. I don't even know if that man alive at this point. Yeah, I once I did, I started searching, and then I got a bunch of different doctors. But you don't tell me I'm paranoid, because when I'd rather be paranoid than for something insidiously to build within me, and then I find out when it's too late. I should have been more paranoid. So I'm sure for the kids, he's a great doctor and whatever. But I knew at my point, as a grown ass man, I needed a different doctor. And mind you, if he was just doing what I felt like he was doing, I might have stayed with him until now. But maybe not. But fact of the matter is, when I felt uncomfortable, it's my health. People are gonna care about you are gonna care the most about your own health. You're the one that the vested interest. It's your life. It's your body. We only get one, at least in this century. We only get one. Or if you're Scarlett Johansson and you have a role coming up to be an agent, you know what I'm saying? But I would say, if you don't feel comfortable, go find somebody else.
The Blackiverse is full of shade right now, boy. Let me just say that. Man, we are just throwing it out. But yeah, and I want to echo what Jeff J said, especially about black men and not visiting the doctor, because I've been there in my time when I wasn't going to go see a doctor. Woo woo. You know, I was like, nah, I'll take these, holistic stuff over here and I'll be great. But let me tell y'all, I got some good ass insurance these days. So I am in that doctor's office. Now, whether or not I will take what they give me is one thing or another, but I'm going to go to the doctor and find out what they say. And then I'll consult my books, I'll see what it's all about. I'll do my Googles. And then, but I encourage everyone, especially in this day and age, get yourself some insurance, especially while that fool out there still trying to take it away from us. You can still get some of that good stuff. So get some.
So you guys saying that makes me also think, what about people who can't get the insurance because they can't afford it?
Man, I'll be honest once again, Google it, because especially in a lot of cities you live in, I was one of those people who was like, woo woo, and until I got this gig where I got insurance from it. But I could have got insurance and I did not have a lot of money, but there is options available for pretty much every level right now. Obama's did us that solid. So Google it, especially depending on what city, what state you live in.
They're still trying to take away.
Right.
Yes, but right now, don't believe the hype. Yeah, don't believe the hype. There is insurance out there.
It is still there. And remember, Tussin don't cure everything, bro.
No.
It ain't about Tussin.
Nope. And all right, as always, make sure you send in your questions to contact@fanbros.com or hit us on the Twitter, the Instagram @ForAllNerds. And we are going to take a quick break right here, and we'll be right back to finish up the show.